Okay, center the energy. Perfect afternoon. Look at it. Almost a wave out there. All right, let's get into this thing, Jack. Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday morning starter. Okay, here we are. Okay, I want to talk about noise. So the noise of life. You know, Snapchat, I've just started using Snapchat, which I mentioned, I think, on the last video. And Snapchat is, like, I get it, I understand, but you know, like, it's just more noise. And Jackson's standing there like going, oh, Dad, you're so uncool because, you know, Snapchat is the thing. But here's what I reckon is more important. You know, life is busy, and maybe when you're at Jackson's age, you know, you can sort of hang at home and do that stuff or whatever. But when you're working, when you got kids, when you got other things going on in life as well, studying, whatever you're doing, life is full. You've got 24 hours in the day. That's it. You're going to sleep for about 8 hours, roughly. So you've got, like, how much is that? 16 hours. 16 hours left. So you've got 16 hours to do what you want with. Take off another 2 hours, and you've got 14 hours, and 2 hours for traveling, 2 hours for eating, 2 hours for whatever you do in those 2 hours. You've got 12 hours left in the day. You choose how you spend them. The most successful people become successful because they are all in with those hours working on their craft. The reason that people don't achieve the success that they want is because they don't use their time wisely. But I reckon there's something more important than that. I'm not talking about time right now, this is part of it. But you want to use Snapchat. So I use Facebook, I help the kids with a lot of their stuff, to be perfectly open with you. So their Instagram, so Steinwade Media, Logan Steinwade, whatever, I help them a lot with their stuff. And then I've got mine, which I've sort of parked a bit. I haven't done as much on it as I have before. So I've sort of left it there, which I'm going to spend more time on now. So, bit on Facebook, not really on Instagram that much, but I'm going to start using it more. So that's going to take up a little bit more time. And now there's Snapchat. So Snapchat is people walking around just filming random stuff about their day and keeping in contact that way. So you can get a bit of a voyeur type feel on what that person's doing. That's great, but when you're in business, or when you're working, or when you're taking care of kids, and when you're doing all this other stuff, moving yourself forward, you've got to say to yourself, is it worth investing the time into that? For why? For what reason? So Snapchat, I don't think I'm going to use it too much at all, because I'm not prepared to give my time to that, because I need to be working on other things that's going to move my life forward. It's noise. It's just noise. You're adding to the noise. If you're stressed and pulled thin with work and with life, you need to choose carefully. And here's what I want you to spend time on. This is the whole reason for this video. You've got to start feeling the silence. You have to make some time around what you do to breathe. And the reason that that's so important is you recalibrate yourself. You get centered again. In the silence is where the centeredness happens. In the noise is where anxiety and stress and franticness happens. You can't physically be at your best when you're operating at those levels all the time. You've got to flow in to the busyness and out of the busyness, into the silence and out of the silence. That might mean sitting down the beach for 20 minutes during the day. Sometime in the day, try and sit down the beach or sit somewhere in a park and just be quiet and recalibrate and recenter yourself. The reason for that is you will find inspiration in that time. You can't hear the inspiration that's coming to you from the universe, from the energy that's coming to you if you're running around stressed and noise and Snapchatting and like going like this the whole time. You can't do it. You won't hear it. And some of the best ideas I've ever had is when I've been at the gym, when I've been in the surf, when I've been just walking, when I've been out doing things. That's when the universe will talk to you. that's when you'll get the next bit of inspiration to take yourself further and further and further and further. If you don't believe me, try it. Every day, break your day up from the stress. In the morning, spend time on you. Go to work and go full on for a few hours. Take some time and give yourself a little bit of, these guys are walking back from fishing just here. They would have had a great time hearing the silence, being in the zone, hearing what the universe has to say to you, getting the message that's especially for you. But if you don't make that time, you will feel it at some point. The anxiety will show, the stress will show, and you've got to give yourself time to just relax. If you do that, you will become more successful than you ever could be, because you'll hear the next bit of inspiration that's going to tell you where to go. The message is in the silence. I want you to remember that. Give yourself time to breathe. I'm going to finish on this. An architect said to me once, just recently, I'm going to take some time off to breathe, because when I breathe and create space around me, he said, that's when the best ideas come to me. And that's exactly what I'm saying to you. We all need that. This life is waiting for us. Massive success is coming, but you won't hear the messages unless you start listening. Thanks, Jack, for your awesome camera work. Let's get into this day. Look how beautiful it is. 10 out of 10. Love this place. Let's go. Move into busyness and out of busyness. Great things are coming. See you on the next video.